If he gets the crit again, what are you supposed to do, honestly?
Welcome to my channel. I'm a non-gamer trying to complete a hardcore Pokémon Nuzlocke. Feel free to skip straight ahead to the Elite Four battles, but for those interested, here is a super brief recap of my story. I'm an Aussie dude in my early 30s, working a pretty normal 9 to 5, and after not really gaming for around 15 years, I somehow fell down a Pokémon Nuzlocke YouTube rabbit hole. I was envious. In another life, I wished I'd kept playing the games and was half as good as these guys, but I thought, I'm too busy for that. After watching hours of content over several months, I decided I needed to relive that nostalgia. I may have skipped a few steps though, and dove straight into a hardcore Nuzlocke attempt of Pokémon Platinum. There are a few rules, but the main ones are, you can only catch your first encounter on each route, level caps, so you can't level past the gym leader's best Pokémon. If a Pokémon faints, it's gone forever, and if you white out, it's game over. It started as playing for an hour or so every other weekend, but eventually I gained some momentum and started forcing more time into play. Despite losing some good Pokemon early, slowly but surely I started to steady, and now I've made it all the way to the Pokemon League. So, if you want to see how that plays out, or you might just need this as a resource for your own run, I hope you find this useful, and I'll jump straight into the team review.
This is the team. So I've got Haggler. I might play around with the movesets while I'm in there. I've got some TMs in my bag, but Haggler's going to be the hero of the first fight. Bug types got a clear advantage. I've got Gallade, who's got sort of miscellaneous use across all of the fights, and a pretty diverse moveset, so that'll come in handy. Sneasel, really quick, hits really hard. It's probably going to have some use against Lucian, but mostly is on this team for one thing, to be a hard counter for Cynthia's Garchomp. So when that fight comes around, I'll chuck the Focus Sash on and one Ice Punch should be enough to kill. Tentacruel, really strong against Flint and Bertha. Obviously both have pretty crippling weaknesses to water. I've also got Ice Beam for coverage in those fights, and then I will teach it Giga Drain after this first fight as another option. Then I've got Deontay, who is basically here just in case anything goes wrong. Might be used as a pivot every now and then, but really is just probably my most defensive mon, and gives me the light screen and reflect options if needed. Forgot about Scizor, but yeah, just obviously all-round great mon. This one's not Technician, unfortunately, but has some other resistances there that are going to be handy throughout the battles. I didn't use candies in this run, so a lot of grinding, a lot of hours just spent leveling up mons. I didn't think I'd get this far on my first attempt, so let's see how we go. Just hurry up. Just want to get in there. Alright, here we go. First one down. That's what I expected. I should still outspeed here and kill. That's good, because that is one of the biggest threats if you don't have a clear plan for it. I think I just killed here. I know this thing is bulky, but yeah, okay. Alright, this is going very smoothly so far. That's a 4 times effective flamethrower. My god, just spamming flamethrower. I'm not going to complain about it. I could leave Haggler in to try and sweep here, and I think there's a fair chance he'd be able to 1v1 Drapion, but it's not worth the risk. So cross poison does the most damage, so this should give me a clean switch into Scizor, who is immune to poison, and then shouldn't really be threatened by anything that Drapion has offensively. Perfect. Yeah, tanks that very comfortably. Rocks the berry. Which is fine. So it's probably going to heal. That's fine. Forgot I was holding the quick claw. Nice. Beautiful. Good start. I'm going to teach Giga Drain to DC. Fully expect that I'm going to be able to solo this gym with Tentacruel. So I might just leave everyone else as is. The Elite Four music is such a jam. That with the expert ballot, that this is enough to kill. Alright. I didn't EV train intentionally, but because I didn't use rare candies on this run, ooh. Sandstreams come out really early. I think I factored that into my calculations though. Yeah, as I was saying, I didn't EV train intentionally, but because I was leveling up the old-fashioned way, I did a lot of my grinding on Route 212. There's a rich couple there that you can just sort of repeat, use the VS Seeker on. And they have a Chatot and a Rosalia, so they both yield special attack EVs. So that's why I think the rolls would have been pretty close here, but I'm fairly confident I'm strong enough to one-hit everything. Tentacruel is such a monster. That's fine. And this thing can be terrifying if you don't have the right answer. If you've got a fast, powerful water type, special attacking water type, you're pretty safe. My boy DC, getting it done. Just so cruisy. Alright, so medicine. Forgot what I was doing there for a sec. I really overcompensated with the Moo Moo Milks and lava cookies at this stage. Still the expert ballot. I think I switch here to the splash plate. So the only thing that could really go wrong in this fight is not being able to one-hit Magmortar. I might even use my one and only rare candy here, because the issue if I go down to a crit Thunderbolt is that I've basically got nothing that comfortably counters the rest of this team. Let me do some quick calcs. At level 60 versus... Yeah, no. That one level makes a massive difference. I go from, at level 59, a 37.5% chance to one-hit KO. And at level 60, I'm a 62.5% chance to one-hit KO with Surf. So, I've got to use that rare candy and pray that gets the job done, and then if it doesn't, dodge the crit. I just don't think I've really got another option. Inferno is good, and it's a shame that I wasted the rare candy, because if I'd kept it, I would have got enough experience from this win to take down Magmortar. So I'm pretty confident I outspeed this, but if I don't, I could be in some pretty serious trouble. That'll kill, so this could go one of two ways. Either I'm going to one-hit KO everything with Surf, and it's going to look like the easiest fight ever, or Surf won't do enough to take out Magmortar, and if he crits with a Thunderbolt, I go down. And then I'm seriously steering for the rest of this run. So it all comes down to this. Yes, let's fucking go! Ooh, that is huge. That is huge. DC, you absolute beast. Oh my god. It looks so simple now, but that could have been a real problem. because I don't have many safe switches, if any, on all these earthquakes, and yeah, these things just have pretty decent coverage, and if I'd lost DC there, I would have lost basically my main answer to Togekiss, Cynthia's Togekiss. So, alright, this has been pretty uneventful so far. We'll take it. That's three down. So this is where it gets serious, really, because with the right team, and as you can see with Tentacruel there, these first few fights can be pretty smooth, but Lucian is pretty scary with a lot of super quick, super hard-hitting psychic types with decent coverage. And the levels are starting to close in on my levels, and then obviously Cynthia's team's just insane. Alright, so we lead with Weavile here. We should one-hit KO Mr. Mime with Night Slash. Mr. Mime's always going to try and set up Reflect Light Screen. You want to try and take it out quickly. The AI has a Pokemon who has those moves. They're usually incentivized to use them. So I'm expecting Alakazam or Gallade here. Gallade. So Gallade's 100% going to go Drain Punch, which is super effective, which is why it's come in. So we switch to Tentacruel, who will be able to tank that, and then we will pivot from Tentacruel, who should bait a Psycho Cut, into Scizor, who lives the Psycho Cut and then should be able to two-hit KO Gallade. Oh, why did it go Stone Edge? I don't know why it went Stone Edge. That was pretty close to crit range. Pretty close. Maybe just outside. I'm probably in range for a few things. I'm fairly confident it'll still be Psycho Cut though, which means I can get the safe switch into Scizor. If it's not... if it's another Stone Edge, we should still be alright, but... I've got sort of no choice now. Beautiful. No crit. No crit. Gets the crit. He got the crit. Might need to do some calculations here because I'm pretty sure I'm dead to Stone Edge. A Stone Edge crit. Yeah, I'm definitely dead to a Stone Edge crit. That crit there is so bad. That is so bad. I don't see another way out. I don't really have good pivots for Stone Edge. My Gallade could be in a speed tie, so that's not really an option. So I've just got to hope he doesn't get 2 crits in a row. 2 crits in a row would be pretty unbelievable. But again, I've got to pray for the RNG, which is not a place you want to be in. So he hits first. So I've got to survive a hit. And if I survive the hit, I'm pretty much there, because then I can just bullet punch to finish. If he gets the crit again, what are you supposed to do, honestly? Thought that was a crit again. Do I get the crit? I didn't think that would kill. I didn't think that would kill. Why did that kill? Don't like the sound of that alarm going off. It's terrifying. Okay. This thing 100% outspeeds, and I'm dead. Alright, I think I can see a path out of this. I can't bring in DC yet. Because I'm in kill range, he could go Psychic or Stone Edge. So this is it's like a triple pivot. So I bring in Bronzong. Bronzong should bait. Should leave anything. Then it should bait Focus Blast. I'll switch to Tentacruel. Tentacruel lives the Focus Blast. And then from Tentacruel I switch to Weavile. Because it should be Psychic, and then Weavile's immune to Psychic, and I can outspeed and kill with Night Slash. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Went Psychic, so lucky I didn't go DC straight away. This should bait the Focus Blast. It hits. Don't crit. Don't crit. No crit. Now it should 100% go Psychic. And we're back where we started. Oh yes, it feels so good to have pulled that off. I'm actually getting not bad at this game. Me at the start of this run, I would have definitely misplayed there. Who's left? Espeon? Bronzong. See, this thing's a problem as well. Because of Calm Mind. So, what's this Bronzong gonna go for? So it's 100% gonna go Gyro Ball here. Would have been awesome to switch in on Scizor. Scizor would probably live it too. But that's just, it's way too risky. The issue is, I think I've got a close combat into heal range, which, yeah, is not ideal. I don't want to hit this into heal range. Should be Gyro Ball. Whatever it is, I survive, and then I hit first. I have a feeling it'll go the Calm Mind. Nah, went the Gyro Ball. Don't crit. Don't crit. Yeah, that did more damage than I thought it would. I don't think I can risk anything but. See, the issue with close combat is it weakens my defenses. And that's why I didn't really want to use it first. I'd have to be incredibly unlucky not to kill here with Leaf Blade into close combat. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do so I can avoid the defense drop. Really did like nothing. Now in crit range. This has got to kill. Espeon. 1 to go. 1 to go. So now we go into Houndoom, who should be able to live anything. Geez, this thing's quick though. It's going to go Shadow Ball. It'll take me down to about 85%. No, I'm not in crit range on anything, so this is... It would have to double crit. You're joking. You were joking that got the crit. Okay. So if I've done my calcs right, it outspeeds me, but I should even live a high roll crit. But not all of my calcs have been 100% accurate, so still, this is the percentage play. So crit, that should kill. That should kill. Mate, that was so stressful. How many crits? How many crits at the worst possible times? 1 to go. 1 to go.